So he's got a lot of anger in him, but it comes
Exactly.
out with it's kind of sarcastic humor and stuff, and
Hmm.
which Corey Feldman was great at. I mean, he did that in a
Well,
few.
he was naturally with that. That was his life as well. If you think of
Yeah,
Corey, his background, I mean, he started as a child actor at the age of three.
yeah. So he's
Three,
already a 10-year veteran. Then
you
yeah,
know, um, but and that was because his parents like forced him into acting to create an income for the family. His
stage
father
parents.
was, yes, his father was, I think, music, was into music, was constantly always away and off.
Mm.
His mum was sadly a drug user, and
Well,
quite
addict is
not
probably
with
the word.
it. Well, I mean, from some of the things you hear in the commentaries, is not very nice at all.
Mm.
And actually, when the film started, when all the cast and crew sort of came together to make the film, when Corey arrived, his parents just dumped him there. They just left him. They just there you go. You're here. We're off. Bye. Whereas all the kids obviously still had the sort of parents and guardians there to look after them and support them. So yeah, Rob Reiner was sort of like, Jesus, whoa, okay, what's going on here?
I'm
Right.
your dad for the next 2 months.
Yeah,
Then
I'm
I
going to be
guess.
your dad for
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
2 months. So there was what you've got with a lot of the characters is actually with the actors. And this is why I think this film works so well. And I'm really, really not trying to tone down their acting ability. Far, far from
But
it.
no, but they were cast close to their
They
characters,
were
or they
cast
or they were they
very
were
close to
yeah,
the characters,
which
and
happens when
it
you cast to
worked.
type, don't you, to
Yeah,
a certain extent?
exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Will Whedon
We're not
is,
we're not all we're not all like Oscar Isaac. We don't Not all
no,
actors are like Oscar Isaac, just
exactly.
transforming for
Yeah,
every becoming
Jack
the
Nicholson
character every time.
plays Jack Nicholson fucking amazingly.
Brilliantly,
Uh,
yeah.
um, but
Don't
the
say fuck.
thing, yeah,
You told me off.
um,
Oh, you can say
yeah.
it. I'll cut that bit out, but yeah,
Yeah. But I mean, Will Wheaton is a really good story writer. He really he doesn't like going into acting. He was forced into acting at a young
yeah. Will
age when
Wheaton.
Will Wheaton, yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
his
Oh, yeah,
background was
he had his
more
problems with
about,
abuse
yeah,
and everything, didn't he? He was abused as a
exactly,
kid. It
and
turned out later,
severe
yeah. Or
anxiety, and yeah,
yeah,
he
I'm
says
not surprised.
severe depression and everything
It's
else. So
it's a
it,
hot showbiz is a difficult enough life if you're a well-adjusted grown-up.
yeah,
Never mind if you're a kid,
mm,
from a difficult, you've had a difficult upbringing or whatever.
yeah,
It's a miracle that they're as sane as they are. I mean,
yeah,
we're going. I mean, I'm going to talk about that in a minute about the sort
mm,
because I think. Well, no, I'll talk about it now because as we're talking about Corey Feldman,
mm,
um, it's interesting that this whole movie, with the exception of Kiefer Sutherland, who we'll talk about in a moment, this
yeah,
whole movie is like a graveyard for promising youth careers that never
yeah.
really
No,
flowered into
exactly.
success as an adult. Will Wheaton, Corey Feldman, John
Yeah.
Cusack, they're all
Mm.
still around and they're all still working,
Yeah.
but not in anything really good and not in anything really
Well, yeah.
successful.
I
And
mean,
it's like
another,
there
yeah.
was such great young actors, and
Mm.
well, I mean, Cusack was doing all right for a while. He sort of lasted a bit longer. I mean, he was still making good movies when he was as an adult, but
Mm.
even his career has kind of fallen off.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But I was going to say that,
so
I mean,
yeah,
this is while we're still on with Corey Feldman, there was a really heartwarming bit that he was saying in one of the commentaries that, before
Corey Feldman was
Phoenix,
saying,
yeah, he was
yeah,
saying that before River Phoenix sadly passed away, from sort of like from bituaries and drug use,
drug
because
overdose,
he
wasn't it?
drug
Yeah,
overdose, he was going through the same thing. And
Corey Feldman was, yeah,
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 Corey Feldman would be going
probably
through
wrong.
something, but he'd actually just gone through rehab. So he was coming out the other side,
Mm.
and he sort of got in contact with River Phoenix to kind of meet up for have dinner and stuff like that. And he could see, yeah, he was on the other side as River
Yeah,
Phoenix was going into the dark depression. He was sort of coming out.
yeah, I
So
see what
he
you're saying.
was literally just trying to help and support him a little bit. And then he was trying to meet up with him again. And then he said that some people got in the way and stopped him from seeing Phoenix. And he still feels to this day, if he managed to see River when he could have,
Mm. You can't, yeah, he can't
it's
think like that,
horrible
but
for him to
I know,
think like
yeah,
this,
no, I know
but
it is, but I can understand it. But it's
and
like
it's hard. It really is heart wrenching, and you don't know.
you can't take
No,
responsibility for other
you
people's
can't.
lives,
You
and as
can't
much
take
as you want
responsibility.
to,
Yeah, exactly. So he feels, an enormous amount of guilt over
so,
this death, which is it's horrible. It really is.
I mean. it's funny. I was sort of like nothing says 1980s like Corey Feldman, does it?
Yeah,
It was in so many movies that we loved as kids. He was in Gremlins, he was in The
it's
Lost
Ghost
Boys,
Boys.
Friday
Yeah,
the 13th, the final
13th.
chapter,
Yeah,
which wasn't the final
yeah.
chapter after all.
No.
It was like our big little brother, wasn't he?
Mm,
Like, I mean, I think it's yeah, his career never, but yeah, again, his career never really recovered from his early
no,
success. So,
it's just a real shame.
it's a
But
real
then,
shame.
yeah. But
So
then, I
let's
mean, let's move on to because we've also got Jerry,
yeah,
Jerry O'Connell. Yeah,
Vern
Vern.
Tessio, played
Yeah,
by Jerry
and he
O'Connell.
went on
Yes.
to have a very
He did all
prosperous
right.
career.
Yeah,
Actually,
he's
he's
sort
done
of
really quite well.
he grew
Um,
into quite a handsome young,
he
slim,
certainly
handsome young
did.
man, didn't he?
Yeah, and yeah, got quite a catch
Oh,
as
that
well.
sounds a bit creepy. Oh,
Yeah,
what a slim, handsome young man. Wish
but
I was as slim and handsome as him.
but again, it's a classic sort of like if you watch him now because he does like loads of or he's done sort of like TV sort of like
He's about our age. It'll be our age, wouldn't he? Because
yeah,
he
but
was the youngest at the time.
he's doing sort of like a daytime shows, the equivalent of like This Morning and stuff like that. And he's like bubbly and bouncy and you know
Yeah,
really kind of. But then
yeah.
that's
Not that
exactly
an older
what
version of Vern, basically.
it's. Yeah, he's an older version of her.